If you're new to jumping rope, there's two things you need to know. The first thing is your jump rope should fit you. If it's too long or too short, it's going to be a miserable experience, the same way as wearing shoes or clothing that are too big or too small is also a miserable experience. The other thing you need to know is that form is everything. So if you're new to jumping rope but frustrated thinking that it's not for you because you look like this, pay attention, because in this video, I'm going to show you a fast and easy way to size your jump rope, and I'm also going to show you how to go from jumping like this to this. Let's get into it. So you have your first jump rope and you have no idea if it's too long or too short. You don't even know how to size it. Pay attention. So this is a jump rope from my website, comeonstrong.net. Hit the link in the description, use code SHIP for free at checkout, and you're gonna get free continental USA shipping. If you're outside of the country, just pay attention. I'm working on ways to get my ropes to you. So you've got your new jump rope, put 1 foot in the center of it, pull the handles up to your chest. Not out like this. 1 foot in the center, pull the handles up to your chest. You want these handles to land somewhere in your chest armpit area. If they're down here, it's gonna be too short, and if your handles are up here, it's gonna be too long. I'm not saying right here is perfect. What I am saying is this is a good starting spot. And as you progress in jumping rope, you're gonna learn, hey, I need them shorter or I need a longer rope. That's for you to decide, but me to tell you where the starting point is. 1 foot in the center, chest height. Next, we move into the proper form. I want you to focus on landing and launching on the balls of your feet. Not flat-footed, shouldn't hear yourself hitting the ground. You wanna keep your heels off the ground, landing and launching on the balls of your feet. I also want you to maintain a very slight bend in your knee. I don't want you jumping like this. Nice slight bend in your knee. Land and launch on the balls of your feet. Nice slight bend in your knee. We're keeping a nice straight line from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. The minute we break that line by doing this, the integrity of everything that we're doing and learning goes right down the drain. Nice straight line from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Land and launch on the balls of your feet. Nice light bend in your knee to help absorb any kind of shock. Take your jump rope. Nice light grip on the handle. Nice light grip. Not like this. You're not squeezing the juice out of this thing. Nice light grip on the handle. Arms in, close to your body, with elbows back. My arms are in, my elbows are back, and my wrists are about 45 degrees off of my hips. They're not down like this. They're not up like this or like this or like this. I'm about 45 degrees off of my hips. For me, my palms are up, and I'm gonna rotate the rope with my wrist. All the speed, control, everything comes from your wrists, not your arms, okay? So again, we're going from our feet up to our knees, nice straight line from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. We understand keeping a nice light grip. The other thing that keeping a nice light grip on your handles does is if you're gripping this thing like this, trying to rotate it, super tough. And if you caught what I just said, where all the speed and all the rotation comes from your wrist, think about it. If you have a nice light grip on this, with me it's usually about 3 fingers. A nice light grip on my handles, it's so much easier to get that rope moving and control it, make it do whatever I want to do, versus this death grip where I'm stiff and rigid. So 45 degrees off of my hips, nice light grip on my handles. Jump, 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 jump. Moving that rope with my wrist. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Nice light grip on the handles, 45 degrees off of my hips. And I'm rotating that rope with my wrist. I'm not looking down at the ground. The ground is there, so is your rope. You don't need to check on it. The rope's gonna show up and the ground's not going anywhere. And once you get the hang of this, you could speed it up. Speed it up. And it's not about doing this for 60 seconds straight or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes straight. It's about just getting good and comfortable doing it. So your first workout might be just this. And then you hit, and that's okay. You're gonna hit. I hit too. I want you to just focus on this, because this is where it starts. This is where everybody starts, right here, trying to figure this out. And it's about timing. You're gonna hear this little sound of the rope hitting the ground, that's what you're timing everything on. You're jumping when you hear that. You're jumping when you hear that. Jump, 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 jump. Hear that sound? That says everything. So if you're jumping and you can't hear that sound, your rope is probably too short. And if your rope is hitting the ground and just dragging, your rope is probably too long. You want a nice clip right there. That's what you want to hear. Now that we know how to size our rope, we know what to do with our feet, we know how our knees should be, we know where to keep our arms, we know where our elbows should be, how to grip the handles, how to move the rope with our wrists, keeping our shoulders back, and breathe. As a beginner, so many people, myself included, are holding our breath. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, just breathe. Because one of the things you learn with jumping rope is breath control. You learn how to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. It's a great cardio workout. So focus on this 3 to 5 times a week. 3 to 5 times a week. Try to get 8, 10, or 12 minutes of just this. And it doesn't have to be this straight through. You're gonna have to stop and get a drink. You're gonna have to stop and wipe your sweat. You're just gonna stop because you're winded. That's okay, but just stick with it. Because understand this, here's one of the most important parts. One of the most important parts is this. For some reason, all of us think that it's something we should be able to do on the first shot, right? Why can't I just grab my jump rope and do all this stuff? Well, the reality of it is if it's not something that you do every day, what makes you think that it's something you should just be good at on your first time, right? You're new to jumping rope. This is where you start, right here, right here, right? And it's not gonna matter if you're keeping your feet together like this or if you're alternating. This is a little more advanced. I'd say this would be step 2. Right now, I want you right here. Keep your feet together, land and launch on the balls of your feet. My arms are in, not out like this. I'm not moving the rope with my arms. I'm not bending my knees. I'm nice and controlled right here. Practice this 3 to 5 times a week, 8, 10, 12 minutes at a shot. I guarantee it works. I promise you it's gonna work. Have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks for being here. Peace.